Hey there you guys, welcome back. Today we are going to do another transplant or repotting video. This time we are going to be repotting this, what is it, Philodendron Mcdowell? Dean Mcdowell? McDowell? I don't know. If you want to call it Dean Mcdowell, it's the same thing. It's all good. So this one here is a cross between the, what is it, the Philodendron pastizanum and the gloriosum. So far it's been growing well for me. I've had it for I don't know, maybe a month or possibly two. And I think I've gotten two new leaves. This new leaf is just coming out. Let me take it out of its pot. It's a little heavy. I just watered it 2 days ago. And the new leaf is coming in there. We'll get a little closer in a second. It looks like it's having a little trouble. It's getting caught up on itself, but that is par for the course when you have slightly lower humidity. I think the house humidity at the moment, what does it say it is? 43% is what it says. So it's low, but it's not crazy low for wintertime. It obviously gets higher in the summer. So we're going to transplant this. I wanted to do this when I got it, but I wanted to get it to let it acclimate to my house. As you can see here, I don't know whether you can see, it is just a basic potting mix with a little bit of perlite in there. So that's way too dense for this, and I should be doing it as soon as possible because I don't want to have any root rot. There might even be some starting. So we'll get into that, and we'll be right back. So the medium I'm going to be using, I've already got about 1 part of cocoa coir, the really fine, almost like peat moss kind of stuff, mixed with about 2 parts of orchid bark and maybe 1 part of coconut chunk. And I've mixed it together. I'm going to take some of this out, and I'm going to mix a little bit of earthworm castings in there. Okay, so I got the earthworm castings in there. Just going to mix that in. Some nice organic material to go in with the bark. Ooh, it looks so good. Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit of slow release fertilizer as well. There we go. Give this a little mix. Wonderful. Okay, so we've got our nice mixed up medium here for the aeroids, and now I've got my my McDowell, my Philodendron Mcdowell. The McDowell is a terrestrial form, so it's not an upright. It doesn't want to climb, but it still wants a nice chunky mix. Oh, look at the roots on there. That's nice. I'm going to keep it in this size pot. I'm going to leave it in this pot, but I just wanted to change the soil out so that it was getting better care. I don't want the roots to start rotting. So I'm just going to carefully remove as much of the soil as I can. Trying to be as gentle as I can with these roots. From past experience, I know that in my experience, the pastizanum, when I play with the root system, the whole plant collapses and I lose basically everything, and then it rises like a phoenix. It always survives. It just really looks terrible. So I hope that this is more like the gloriosum, which I find is a little bit more okay with its roots being disturbed. Whereas the pastizanum, I hope that it doesn't have those traits and completely revolts after I do this. Okay. I don't have to get everything, but I just want to get as much as I can. Perhaps I shouldn't have wore white for this. Okay, I think we're good. I think that there's that little plug in there still. Just get in there with my fingers. Anyway, I think this is where we're going to leave it. We got some nice little roots out here. Push the soil back. Take this pot cover off. Just going to fill the bottom with some of our soil mix. Maybe a little less. I'm just trying to fill the base so the roots have something to touch. I'm just spinning the roots a little bit in the pot to get them all to fit so they're not dangling over the edge. And now I've centered it in the pot. I want to make sure that the soil level is the same as what it was when I took it out. I don't want to bury it deeper. In this case, just because the leaves are right at that level, if I was to bury them deeper, those leaves would probably end up rotting off. Whenever you're planting up a terrestrial one, it's best to not submerge the stem completely. Leave maybe half of it out, or maybe 2/3 submerged. It doesn't make a lot of sense at the moment because this one doesn't have a rambling stem at the moment. It looks upright. But as it grows, it's going to kind of flop over onto the soil surface or the medium surface, and it will try to do its thing. Because it was moist when I started this, and the mixture of bark is a little bit damp on its own, I'm not going to be watering this in. Just going to leave it the way that it is, and I'm going to repot this, water it in when it dries out a bit. I want the roots to be able to callus over if I damaged anything, and yeah. So there's this cute little guy all potted up in the same home, just different soil. So hopefully it doesn't collapse like a typical pastazanum in my care. Hopefully it is going to just keep going. It'll hopefully enjoy this little home, and I know in the long run it's going to be so much happier. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. If you're growing McDowell, the Philodendron Mcdowell, I'd love to see photos of yours on Instagram. So tag me in Instagram at Plants and Things, and yeah, I can't wait to see what they look like. I love how it has that little bit of a shine to the leaf. It's just so pretty. It's like the pastazanum, except it has that beautiful, dull shine to it. Oh, it's so pretty. Anyway, until next time, you guys, happy growing.